Hey Blueprint, how are you this morning? I'm Ron Sears and I'm the executive pastor here at Blueprint Church. I want to share with you some awesome opportunity that God has given to us for us to participate with a group of Christian brothers and sisters who are living in the southern part of India. I have a friend that lives there. His name's JD. He's originally from India and we've known each other for about 30 to 35 years. And throughout those years, I've watched as God has helped him develop several different ministries that are impacting the area of culture that they live in. They are ministering to the very poor and the indigent in that area, and the ways that God is using them is just very difficult to even comprehend sometimes. They have a ministry through an orphanage, and by the state's records, they've had over 7,000 children go through this orphanage. And there in India, when you take a child into your orphanage, you become legally liable for that child's well-being for the rest of that individual's life. And so it's a tremendous commitment that's being made there. But what God has done is God has allowed my friend JD to work through these children as they graduate and as they become adults to start churches, and as a result of that, over 200 churches have been planted in the southern part of India that is taking the gospel of God's grace and bringing it into the lives of the people who so desperately need it. But they also have a ministry through one of his sons. He's a medical doctor who also married a dentist, and the two of them together go out into the communities and they give free care to the people who need it for their physical well-being. They also have a feeding area where they take children and people off the streets and they provide for them food to eat. They provide clothing for them to wear. There's just so many things that are going on there. There's a ministry that takes women out of sex trafficking, teaches them a trade that they can have, and then after they go through the course learning how to do these things, then they present to them the tools that are needed for them to be able to earn a living and not go back into that form of lifestyle again. And so there's just so many things that are going on there. But the really cool, awesome thing is that God has opened to us an opportunity that we can take our messages that are preached here by our pastor on Sunday, where he so clearly presents God's grace, and we get to take it and present it into over 1 million homes there in that area. 88% of India is Muslim and Hindu. And there's an element of the very radical who are doing everything they can to destroy the gospel of Jesus Christ. And we get the opportunity to take our services and our messages where Christ is so clearly presented, and we get to broadcast it into these 1 million homes. And in the last 3 years, over 200,000 people have responded to the gospel that has been presented. And we get to step into that ministry and it becomes ours, and we get to share our messages here. So I'm so thrilled and excited, and I'm asking you to pray about it and pray with us as we move forward and to touch in this part of India with the gospel of Jesus Christ.